Anyway, Musashi carries the princess to the top of the tower.
Wait, why did he go up the tower? Why wouldn't he go down the tower so they don't get trapped?
Looks like we have to jump down.
So Musashi temporarily abandons the princess to talk about his brilliant idea of jumping off the tower when the princess gets kidnapped again. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Who are you? Let her go!
Oh. You do not fear me, boy? What's your name?
Spoiler, Gandrake and Musashi know each other because they're from the same world, so all this scene accomplishes is setting up a plot hole near the end of the game.
With his hair tail between his legs, Musashi is brought back to Antheon, where he sees that Antheon is in fact on the back of a giant whale! The whale apparently gives the townsfolk magic powers, and the 5 swords Musashi needs to find are what the whale drew its strength from.
So of course the smartest thing to do would be to use one of those swords to seal a monster down a— Oh, hey, Bannon used one of the swords to seal a monster. Great, that's just great. You know, if you didn't do that, maybe you'd be strong enough to prevent your princess from being kidnapped.
It's around this time that I start to realize the dialogue bubbles have a tendency to float away from whoever's talking. Maybe that's why they still put the names in front. Otherwise, I would have thought that this pillar was spouting exposition. Speaking of exposition...
Thank you all for coming. Let's get this meeting started.
Oh look! Another annoying character! And an evil corporation that the main character needs to get through to confront the main villain. I've never seen that Okay, I'm gonna destroy this so I don't keep using it.
You know, some of these voice actors sound really familiar. Let's start with clearly not a guy, Musashi. Who else did she voice?
You win!
You can try again anytime.
Okay, what about that one guy, Riesling, whatever his name was? Who did he voice before this?
You win!
What the... Damn. You know what, let's keep going with this. Glog, who did he voice?
The power's increasing? What in the world?
You son of a... I'm okay. Let's just move on. Let's see, who else? What about the annoying bitch, Clichette?
Who was it that you wanted me to beat?
God damn! No. I can do this. Let's look at the guy Rothschild, I think his name was. I mean, his voice is so deep and smooth and suave. I mean, there's no way he could have voiced someone like...
Yeah, that's right!
Faces on the wall, telling me to cut up your corpse, telling me to paint in your blood.
By the way, what's with these names? Glog, Riesling, Shiraz, Malbec, Rothschild? All these names are wine-related. But if that wasn't ridiculous enough, some of the maidens that Musashi needs to rescue to get the 5 swords are Barini, Fontina, let's not forget Princess Mycella. They're all named after cheese. How do you think they decided on these names?
By Jove! Good job getting people to buy Final Fantasy X2, old chap!
Hey, I'm younger than you, okay?
Oh, by the way, we need to start naming some of the minor villains in the next Musashi game.
There's another one.
How about this fellow carrying the boat anchor? What shall we name him?
What am I drinking again?
Glug?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Brilliant! I'll go get some cheese for our 20th lunch break. Oh dear, we're all out of my setup. And why am I speaking in a shitty British accent when our headquarters is in Japan?
To summarize all of these meetings, Musashi blows up something, they talk about it, Gandrake hardly ever speaks. For a main villain, he doesn't really say much or do anything. That's really odd considering as how Musashi seems to make everything he touches explode, including a giant octopus. Okay, so not everything explodes. The most common enemies, the ninjaroids.
Sorry, keep going.
The ninjaroids flake apart until only their skeletons are left. Gee, never seen that outside of a movie series starring Wesley Snipes. These guys are everywhere, though that's not exactly saying much since the game only has 5 different areas to explore. 6 if you include the town of Antheon. Oh well, at least I rescued the princess. Again. And she got kidnapped. Again! How is the security in a town on the back of a flying whale so... Oh, they only have 1 guard. That explains a lot. The others probably jumped ship so they wouldn't have to listen to Musashi.
Don't cop a tude. Props to you, dude. Gandrake will own you. Just shine that sword up for me, okay?
Turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass! Why am I making so many wrestling references?
I'll admit, this is one of those games that could go either way for me. It doesn't have an interesting story, and the gameplay doesn't do enough to make up for it most of the time. But there are a few boss battles mixed in that offer a bit of a challenge, and I like how the special abilities for the swords and certain techniques need to be used throughout the game. It's like the game was designed to be a launching point for gamers before they get into other, better, more complex RPGs. You know, like World of Warcraft with other MMORPGs. Also, the game's really easy to just pick up and play. I didn't have the instruction book for this game, and it was still easy to get into. So for $3.85, I can't say this wasn't worth it.
You know, technically I had an ending for this episode, but I'm just gonna kick back and relax while nobody
Hey, wait a minute!
interrupts me. What do you want?
How come I wasn't in this review?
Shadow Snake? Why would you be in this review?
Because if it weren't for me, you would have not found out about this game in the first place.
Oh, yeah, you do have a point. But the review's already over, so I don't really know what to do except...
Did you end it yet?
Well, technically no, but...
Reenact that one scene from Musashi.
No!
Why not?
Because it's stupid and predictable! Now, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to just stop it here.
Bloody War 4.
Bloody War! No way am I losing to Mewtwo! Wait.
This is take 3 recording. Of all the lines. Again!